everyone. I'm sorry I'm 5 minutes late, and I am sorry that I am throwing everybody off by broadcasting on Tuesday rather than Wednesday and a completely different time. But I just returned from Stampin' Up's OnStage conference convention celebratory event. We do these twice a year, and this one was just last weekend throughout the US, throughout the world actually, different locations. I attended the one that was in Hartford, Connecticut. I'm going to switch some things here. I'm sorry, I'm rushing because I was frantically trying to get my table ready, and I had all these fun colors to sort and stuff. So that's the topic of this broadcast. I'm not going to do the typical class where I walk you through a project and all of that, but I do want to share with you some news that is, to me, very exciting. Now, I did have a little bit of sadness for a brief moment because there are some colors that are going to be leaving us. I'm sure some of you have even heard a lot of the rumors so far, but it's not as bad as it may seem. And once you mourn the colors that you're going to miss, and you nab up all of the cardstock and the reinkers and things like that you'll need for that color so that you can hang on to it for life, then you'll be able to celebrate and have a lot of fun with the new colors. And it looks like we have Mackenzie and Kim and Vicky with us so far. That's awesome. Thanks, you guys, for tuning in live. I'm hoping that I'm on my business page because all three of you are also demonstrators on my team. So let me know if I'm in the wrong place, and I will start completely over, okay? Okay, so coming in 5 minutes late, I want to look at my notes really quick. I have so much to share, and I'm going to try to do it quickly and efficiently and visually. I want to show you all of these fun things. Hi, Tammy. Okay, so we are going to not have a class, but I need to share with you this new and exciting news that is going to be kind of like known to you, I guess you could say, in June when the new catalog is live. The 2018 through 19 annual catalog got presented to several of us demonstrators that attended the OnStage event, and that's when they announced these wonderful color changes. And so, hey Sandy, glad that you're joining us. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to flip the camera to my computer really quick because I want to show you something. All right, so here we have the Color Revamp little header here at the top of my post. This is what's going to go live pretty soon. And you can see Sarah Douglas, who is the CEO of Stampin' Up. This was a photo that I took at the OnStage event, and she is presenting to us the new color collections. And if you scroll down, you'll see that I have a lot of visuals already in this blog post ready to go live. And so I'm going to talk about all of these colors that are leaving and the new colors that are coming in. And then you're also going to see, of course, when you go to that blog post, the new color collections, and you're going to see some comparison photos. But here's the thing, with these new colors, they are hard to photograph, especially greens and yellows for some reason. Purples are a little bit weird too, so I don't know why that is, but they're not as great when you see them in photographs. So I thought, why not add a little broadcast or a video to my blog post so that you can see some of those colors as I flip them around and turn them into the light, okay? So here we go. That's the blog post. Again, you kind of got a good visual of what it's going to look like. I'm going to make that go live as soon as I can after we end this broadcast today. I'm going to tag it into the post, and then you can go to my blog at stampyourartout.com, and you can see that post and use that for a reference. Now, there is an actual document that you can obtain by going to that post too. And it's something that all demonstrators have access to sharing. This is what it looks like. It's a 3-page, I think, document, and it really basically summarizes the changes that are going to happen with our colors. So you can already see some of that information at the top there. Hi, you guys. This is going to be fun to share with you. So let me flip down to my table right now. And let's see if I can do those little tricks that I did last time where I had picture in picture. Let's see what I can do here. All right, here we go. I can do it. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm getting better at this stuff. So here we have the visuals of the colors that are current right now, okay? These are the ones that are going to stay with us through May 31st. And you can see that we have 2 sets of in color families. Now the in color families are families of colors that just stick around for 2 years. So this is the one that's leaving us right now. It was around last year, and it was around this year, and it's leaving us. It has Flirty Flamingo, Sweet Sugar Plum, Peekaboo Peach, Dapper Denim, and Emerald Envy. So we are going to say goodbye to those. I'm going to set those aside. I want to let you know, though, that there's one special one in this pack, okay? And some of you may know which one that is right now. Now, this is the other set of in colors that were introduced to us with the current catalog. We have Powder Pink, Lemon Lime Twist, Tranquil Tide, Berry Burst, and Fresh Fig. They're going to hang out with us one more year. We're going to see those in the 2018 through 19 annual catalog that starts June 1st. And then we have the 4 basic families, okay? So we have the Regals, the Neutrals, the Brights, and the Subtles. They're in no special order. I just kind of grabbed my swatches of cardstock and labeled them. I'm going to try to zoom in here really quick on a couple of these. Actually, here, let's just bring those more centered for a minute. And we're going to get rid of a few. Now, we're already getting rid of this one. Let's just set this family aside. No longer, okay? So as of June 1st, these are disappearing. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of scoot this one out of the way because when I zoom in, it's going to be harder to, let's see here if I can do this. Oops, hang on. There we go. Okay, you can see them a little bit closer now. So we are getting rid of a few colors that are basically tired. They're colors that aren't selling as well. They're not as trendy. They're just ones that need to go for now so we can make room for the fresh and lively and on-trend colors that are coming around, okay? Hi, you guys. Oh, I see more people that are chiming in. And remember, if you comment or you share the video, you get entered into the prize drawing. I'm going to do another prize drawing for this one. This one involves some fun little color prizes. So you'll want to make sure that you're commenting and or sharing and letting me know that you shared the video. So let's say goodbye to some colors. I'm going to go ahead and get my cheat sheet out here. For the neutrals, we are saying goodbye to a color that was really, really popular until early espresso came around. It's chocolate chip. It's a warmer brown. This one is a slightly cooler one. This one I should say is redder. It's a redder brown. So we're going to say goodbye to chocolate chip. And we're also going to take 3 of these colors and we're going to make them move out of the neutrals. Okay, the Whisper White, Very Vanilla, Basic Black, we're not getting rid of them, but they're going to be set aside for their own little family. I don't even know if you want to call it a family. It's not a collection or anything. It's just called the Basics. These are basic colors of cardstock, and there are inks that go with them too, but they just need to be set aside because they're not really color. Okay, so Basic Black, Very Vanilla, Whisper White, they're going to be put into their own little category. So we've kind of depleted some colors in the neutrals collection. In the brights, let's take that one next. In the brights, we're getting rid of Tempting Turquoise, which I think has been around with us since the beginning of time. And I'm so sorry, Tempting Turquoise. You are a very nice blue, but you are no longer needed for us. We're also going to get rid of Tangerine Tango. So, and don't worry about it. If you love these colors, you can be sad and all of that, but the colors that are coming in are going to be so wonderful. You're just going to love them, okay? All right, so let's go to the Regals. And in the Regals, we're getting rid of quite a few. We're actually getting rid of Always Artichoke, which I was tired of, I'm sorry, by Always Artichoke. We're getting rid of Eggplant Envy. It's a nice purple, but it has to go and make room. We're getting rid of Island Indigo, this one here. And we're getting rid of Perfect Plum and Rose Red. That was quite the haul. We got rid of quite a few. Oh, anyways, now if you're seeing some colors leaving that you really, really like, I noticed that some of you have talked about the Reinkers. Yes, thank you, Tina, for bringing that up. then you want to probably go to the online store or to your demonstrator and get an order placed so that you can get reinkers for the colors that you love, okay? Joanne, me neither. I won't miss Always Artichoke either. I'm so sorry. It was a depressing green, and I love greens, but that green, I don't know. Anyways, so that color is leaving us, or those colors. Okay, and then the last group is the subtles, and we're getting rid of 5 from that group too. So we are going to say goodbye to one of mine that I love to use, Marina Mist by Marina. We're getting rid of Pink Pirouette, also a very nice pink. Soft Sky is saying goodbye. We're getting rid of Perfect Plum. Sorry, I went to the wrong category. We're getting rid of Wild Wasabi, and we're getting rid of Wisteria Wonder, okay? Look at that. It looks like there's hardly anything left, right? Here are the colors that we have right now. We have all of these. Oops, we have to shove some over so you can see them all. Okay, now we have to, of course, bring in the new set of in colors. And they're really nice. They're nice and bright and cheerful and rainbowish. Someone said it reminds them of crayons. We're bringing in a lovely lipstick. We're bringing in Grapefruit Grove, Pineapple Punch, Nancy, Island Indigo, I know, right? Call Me Clover, and Blueberry Bushel. Okay, so I'm going to spread these out so you can see them. These are the new set of 2018 through 2020 in colors. And then we're going to do some shifting around here. So instead of trying to shift and waste your time in the video seeing if I can do it right, I'm actually just going to bring in the new color swatches, okay? So from the Regals collection, we are going to move the Real Red into the Regals. I know, strange, right? We have Cherry Cobbler staying. We have Cajun Craze staying. We have Pumpkin Pie staying. We have Crushed Curry staying. Old Olive came from the Brights. Garden Green is staying. But look at this. Now we're introducing some new colors. Here's one of our newer colors. This is called Shaded Spruce. I'm going to be doing some comparisons for you in this video too. Blackberry Bliss is coming back. Yay! I am so excited about Blackberry Bliss. I can't even tell you. And then Rich Razzleberry is moving from the Brights. So let's take and put those out here so you can see them all. And I think my little screen that is showing my face is kind of blocking these colors over here. Let me shove them up a bit. Okay, let's move to the move to the Brights now, because the Brights, obviously we got rid of the red, and we got rid of the pumpkin pie, and we got rid of the rich raspberry because they got shifted, right? Oh, and Old Olive, all 4 of those got shifted. That's crazy, right? So we do still have the Daffodil Delight and the Bermuda Bay. Can you see those? No, I'm blocking the way with me. I'm going to take me out of there. How does that sound? There we go. The Bermuda Bay. We're also going to keep the Melon Mambo in there and the Pacific Point. So what is new? What's coming into our new Brights collection? Well, here's a new color, Gorgeous Grape. We're bringing back Poppy Parade, which I'm super excited about because this is the color that's closest to the paper pumpkin box. We're bringing back Flirty Flamingo. So remember I told you to keep your eye on that one color? This is a color that is current right now, but is retiring, and now we're bringing it back. It's going to have a very short retirement. We're bringing in a new color called Mango Melody. Love it. Yummy. And I think this one's going to be one of my top favorites. This is Granny Apple Green. And then we're bringing back another lovely color that I have missed so very much, Coastal Cabana. All right, so that is our new Brights collection. Let's see, we have 2 families left. Let's work on the subtles next, okay? So with the subtles, you can see that we have kept the Blushing Bride, the Calypso Coral, the Pear Pizzazz, the Pool Party, and the Saffron. So let me grab those real quick. Pool Party and the Saffron. And what is new? Well, we're bringing in a new color called Petal Pink. It's more of a skin tony kind of pink. I think it's closer than Blushing Bride. We have Seafoam Green, which matches pretty close to my little sweater thing that I have on here. We have Mint Macaron coming back, and we have a new color called Balmy Blue. Sorry, I should be holding these up for you. And then we have Highland Heather. Of course, I'm going fast through these because I'm going to do the comparison real soon, okay? Now, with the neutrals, again, we took out the black, very vanilla, whisper white. We brought those into what's called the basics family. So we are keeping early espresso, we're keeping soft suede, crumb cake, Sahara sand, we're keeping smoky slate and basic gray, and we're bringing in a little bit of color to that family. We're going to also add another gray. This is a new gray called Granite Grey. And I would say it's more of a true dirtier kind of gray, like this one's more silvery. This one's more of a warmer gray. This is a cooler gray, okay? Then we have Mossy Meadow coming back. That was one of our in colors a while ago. So that one's coming back. We're bringing Night of Navy from the Regals over here. And then Merry Merlot is a new color. So you can see lots and lots of changes going on to our color collection for the coming year. So now we're going to do some comparisons. But first, let me bring you back to the computer so that you can see what has happened. So we said goodbye to these colors here, the neutrals, the brights, the subtles, the regals. Again, this form is accessible on my blog post. It's going to go live in a few hours after this video. And then we're bringing in new colors. So here are the 2018 through 20 in colors. Here are the new colors that have never been introduced before. Merry Merlot, Grey Granite, Mango Melody, Granny Apple Green, Gorgeous Grape, Petal Pink, Soft Seafoam, Balmy Blue, Highland Heather, Shaded Spruce. There's 10 new colors that have never been introduced to you before that's going into the core colors. So those will be around for a while. And then 6 returning colors: Mossy Meadow, Poppy Parade, Flirty Flamingo, Coastal Cabana, Mint Macaron, and Blackberry Bliss. So if you do the math, that comes out to 3 more colors, which makes sense because we have that basics group now, right? So here's what it looks like all together. This is what you're going to see in the new catalog. You're going to see the 2 sets of in colors, the basics collection, the new neutrals, which has some shades of color in it now. Love, love, love that. And then we have the brights, which are super bright. We have the subtles, and we have the regals, which are richer colors. Let's do some comparisons, okay? You guys ready for that? Oh, you know what? I need to explain to you why Stampin' Up! Is doing this too, okay? So Stampin' Up! Every 3 to 5 years, I need to tell you that. Every 3 to 5 years, Stampin' Up! Does some changes to their color collection. 5 years ago, they did a refresh, and about 8 years ago was when they did kind of a revamp, which is what we're going through right now. A revamp is when lots of different changes happen. A refresh is smaller amounts of changes. And so we are doing a revamp, and the reason why they decided to do a revamp is because we have the mold for our stamp pads has expired. So it is no longer something that we can keep on using, and we either they decided that they were either going to make a new mold of the same thing or they were going to improve upon it. And so they decided to improve upon it. They surveyed a bunch of people, the demonstrators, and got some ideas of what it was that they should do to make them better. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm going through some of my colors here to make sure I have the new ones that I'm going to play around with for you here. And so Let me just move my computer here really quick. Okay, shaded spruce. There we go. Okay, so they reconfigured the pad. They made it easier to open. They made it a slightly different size. It's shorter. It's stackable. And then while they did that, they decided to also improve on the ink, because the ink, they noticed, like for one example, that it was bubbling up. And so they put a defoaming agent into it, and it's supposed to help with making the ink a lot better. Reinkers, speaking of reinkers, you do not need to reinvest in new reinkers for a majority of your colors. You can continue to use the reinkers for the new pads, and you can use your old or your new inkers for the current pads, okay? They can swap back and forth. It's just that the new ones have a defoaming agent in them. If you prefer to not mix that, you can certainly just go exclusively with the new ink and the new reinkers if you want to invest that way. Now I say almost all because we have new new pads for the, well, actually just one pad is changing. It's the basic gray. The basic gray used to be an archival, or it is currently an archival ink, and they're going to move it to a classic ink, which means that when you get it wet, it can bleed and move around on the paper. So it's not going to be one of those that you would use for stamping and then doing watercolor within. The basic gray is going to be a classic ink, so you do not want to use the archival reinker with the new basic gray ink pad, and vice versa. And then the basic black archival is disappearing. Instead, Stampin' Up! Is going to have the Memento Tuxedo Black, and they're bringing back the Stays On Jet Black. So we're going to have those two choices for our blacks, because those are really nice inks and high quality. And the archival did have some issues here and there throughout the last few years. So they're getting rid of the archival line, and they're just switching to the Memento Black and the Stays On Black. Okay, so, the carousel question. Yes, that was a question that was asked at OnStage. That is going to be refigured. They're working on doing some changes with stamp pad storage, but at this time, you can still fit them into the carousel, the stamp pad holder. You just don't want to be turning the stamp pad holder quickly, because they're looser in there. So let me just shift these colors, the new colors, out of my piles here, because I'm going to do some comparisons for you. And before I actually do the comparisons, I am going to show you the new pad. So, but let me just move these out of the way here. We have Petal Pink, there it is, Seafoam, we have Balmy Blue, and okay, I think I have all of those. And then we need the ones from the Brights. This is where having a helper here would really help. Almost done though. Here we go. We have from the Brights the Mango, the Granny Apple, and the Gorgeous Grape. So I think I have 10 swatches here that we're going to work with. Okay, let me bring the camera back down onto my table, and we're going to zoom in just a little bit so that you can see the new pad. All right, let's see if we can do this here. And let me do a quick switcheroony. And oops, hang on. There we go. Okay, so now we have the pads. This is the new pad, and you can see it's a different size, and I do have photos on my blog post that I'm referring to. So it's a slightly different size. It's a little shorter, and it's a little flatter. Okay, it's not as tall. It's just as wide, so that's why it still works in the caddy. So let's take a look at the old pad here. The old pad had, these ridges on the bottom. You had to push it forward at the 3 dots and then do the flip around and that sort of thing. I always stuck little pieces of cardstock inside this well here, this little dipped in area, so that when I had classes, events, or if I was just stamping by myself even, I was able to know which colors were open, because ink pads actually look very similar when they're open. You can't tell the colors as easily. So I have in there little pieces of paper. Sometimes I would even take the stickers that come on the bottoms of the pads and I'd slice a few of them and stick those in there. But Stampin' Up, with the help of several demonstrators that had given lots of suggestions, decided that it's too much to think about where you have to push it forward. Instead, it's kind of like a little compact or a little makeup thing where you just flip it. You just lift it up, okay? It's actually a tighter fit. It clips in place, but you just flip it to open it. We still have the grippy sides here, but they're not as long. And then again, you go like this so that the ink pad is stored upside down and it shifts and slides into the base. Now, it's a lot tighter as well, so it's not going to come apart from the stamp pad base. Sometimes you may have experienced in the past your ink pad portion of the ink pad falling out, and then you'd have to like shimmy it in there. Oh my gosh. Don't have to worry about that. You can see that there's a little thing of color here. That came from the bottom where there's all these stickers, okay? So you'll want to remove the sticker that is at the very bottom that does not have any words on it, and that's what you place on the inside of your pad in that little dipped in area. The other sticker, whatever language you choose, is stuck on the side here. And then what you'll want to do is remove this whole entire sticker. So you'll want to lift up this whole entire base, because that actually gives you a little bit more connection with the pads that are going to go underneath it. So they're stackable. Do you see these little nibs here? Those are to go into the pad underneath, right in those spots. So they're going to stack and they're going to hold together a lot better, easier for transporting. Okay, so that's the new pads. Let's bring in the 10 additional new colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oops, I messed up. One of these is not, hang on. Balmy Blue, Soft Seafoam, oh, Mossy Meadow. That one we've had before. So I've got 10 new colors to the core collection, and then I've got the new in colors in front of us. Let's do some comparisons. I'm going to flip to my computer for reference here because I want to make sure I share with you the colors that I was comparing before. We're already a half hour into this video. I hope I don't bore you guys. This is so cool though. The color comparisons are so helpful. So Lovely Lipstick. Let's just take a look at that one really quick. Now Lovely Lipstick, you can probably think, well, there was a Primrose Petal color a long time ago. It's a lot brighter than Primrose Petal. Another one that you might compare it to is like Real Red. Let's grab that. You can see this is a pinker color. It's probably just as bright, but it's definitely in the pink family. We have Melon Mambo then. That brings us to Melon Mambo. Let's grab that one really quick. Melon Mambo is lighter. So Lovely Lipstick is a deeper pink, pinkish red, okay? And then the last color, Rose Red, which is leaving us. Rose Red is a bluer type of pink, and this is a warmer type of pink. So those are the colors that I had on hand that I wanted to compare that one to. Let's look at Grapefruit Grove. Grapefruit Grove is this orangey color here. It's a very light orange. And I did compare that with Peach Parfait. Peach Parfait is more of a warmer or browner orange. Groovy Guava, that one I think was the closest. Let's see if I can find that one. Groovy Guava, this was an in color from a while ago, but Groovy Guava is more on the browner or pinker side. This one seems to be a lot brighter. And then actually this is kind of a cooler, isn't it? Now that I look at it, it's kind of a cooler one. But anyways, definitely different, but those two I thought were the closest to each other. Then we have Crisp Cantaloupe. Some of you may remember that. That's a lighter tone, more on the pink side. And then Peekaboo Peach, That's one that is leaving us, but Peekaboo Peach is definitely more on the yellower side. And then we have Pumpkin Pie, which is definitely a dark orange compared to Grapefruit Grove. So hopefully that helps you to see those colors. Let's take a look at the Pineapple Punch color now. Pineapple Punch compared to Barely Banana. Do you remember that one? Oh my gosh. Barely Banana from a long, long time ago, right? Here's Barely Banana. Daffodil Delight. I'm just going to bring them all in. Daffodil Delight. Let's see. That one was a current one that we have, right? Let's see if I can find that in here. Here's Daffodil Delight. And then we have Crushed Curry. Here's a Crushed Curry sample. And we have the Yo-Yo Yellow. One more. Which one am I missing? So Saffron. So Saffron. Okay. So here you can see all of those different colors. The closest that I would say it's to is the Yo-Yo Yellow, but it's kind of a lighter version of Yo-Yo Yellow. The other ones are, you know, different tones. Like these are definitely more earthier and these are brighter. So Yo-Yo Yellow would be the one that I would say is the closest, but it's a lighter shade of it. And sorry, I have had you guys off. I had the comments not showing. I'm sorry. I hope that none of you have been asking me questions. And if you have, again, this is my second time that I have used this this fun program, and I'm still getting used to it, obviously. So forgive me. I will go back and I'll read questions if you have any, but definitely comment because it gets you in the drawing at the end. All right, let's put those aside and let's look at Call Me Clover. Call Me Clover was a color that I compared with Cucumber Crush. Let's see. Glorious Green. Do you remember that one? Forest Foliage, and another one, I think Emerald Envy. I think those are the ones that I brought out. So the closest ones to the Call Me Clover, I would say, are the Emerald Envy and the Glorious Green. Cucumber Crush is a slightly lighter color, more on the yellow side. So let's go ahead and take these two. These two, by the way, are super close to each other. This is more of a bluish one. This is a warmer tone. This is a cooler tone, but definitely close to each other. And then if you bring this one out, these two are quite different, but this one kind of is a warmer tone like the Glorious Green, but it's not quite the same. This is definitely a little bit warmer. Can you see the difference there? All right, Blueberry Bushel. Hey, thanks, Kim. All right, Blueberry Bushel is a color that I compared with 4 others. Let's see if I can find them. Dapper Denim, Pacific Point, where did you go? There you are. Ballet Blue, do you remember that? And Brilliant Blue. So these are the 4 colors that I pulled in to compare with the Blueberry Bushel. And I feel it's closest to the Brilliant Blue. So you can see these two are definitely far apart from each other. This is kind of a grayer type of blue, the Dapper Denim. We have the Ballet Blue, which is a very light blue compared to Blueberry Bushel, but they would actually go really well together. Pacific Point is more of a on the warmer tone or the greener side. Boy, you don't get as much good color in this comparison with the video either. I don't know. It's so much better in person to do these comparisons. I have the window open now. I'm hoping that will help. And then we have Brilliant Blue, which I think was the closest, but this is definitely, let's see, how would I say it? This one's brighter or more, it has like more red or purple tones in it, and this one has more of a I don't know, relaxed blue, closer to like a Dapper Denim type thing, but not as denim-y, if that makes sense, okay? So closer to like a light midnight, I would say. Okay, that's Blueberry Bushel. We have 5 other colors. Let's take a look, or sorry, 10 other colors. Let's take a look at Mary Merlot. Now, Mary Merlot, oh my gosh, all the burgundy and reddish tones that we've had over the years, this is crazy. I found a few. I found, let's see here, Cherry Cobbler, Raspberry Ripple, Purely Pomegranate, Baroque Burgundy. Do you remember some of these names, you guys? Bravo Burgundy. So these are the ones that I compared to Mary Merlot in my blog post. And you can see that it's closest to Baroque Burgundy and Bravo Burgundy. So we're going to pull those aside. These other three are quite different. And if you look at these, it's kind of a cross between. It's almost like this one goes right between the other ones. This is a darker version of Baroque Burgundy, but it's not Baroque Burgundy. And it's a lighter version of Bravo Burgundy. Crazy, right? So it's amazing how many colors there are out there in the world, right? All right, so that's that comparison. Let's do gorgeous, let's do gray granite next. Sorry, trying to keep in order with my helpful little aids here on the side. Gray granite. We used to have a gray called Going Gray. And of course, Sahara sand and smoky slate will stay with us. So it's definitely different from those two in that this is a cooler one, this is a warmer one. But if you look at Going Gray is another gray we had in our collection a while ago. You can see here how they're all different. This is a lighter, more brownish, again, like a dirty gray, but a true kind of gray that you would use for, say, bricks or something like that, okay? So, so hopefully that helps. They're all different. I would say the Going Gray and Smoky Slate are the closest in this collection. But, so there's that. And then we have Mango Melody, which I think is quite yummy. Every time, I think I've said that twice now, right? It's a yummy color. I'm not like an orange fan kind of person, but this is going to be so fabulous for making those summer type of cards, you know, something to brighten up somebody's day because it's just a cheerful color. Mango Melody I compared with, let's see, Peach Parfait, Crushed Curry. Let's see if I can find them in here. Crushed Curry. Oh, is that one of them? Nope. Oh my goodness, they're kind of all over the place. Here's Crushed Curry, Peach Parfait, and Pumpkin Pie, huh? I did Pumpkin Pie. Here's Pumpkin Pie, and I do not see Peach Parfait on my table. I need a helper to come over here. This might be it. Nope, that's not it. Oh, because that one was the closest. So hang on a minute. It's got to be here. I will find it. Is Peach Parfait one of the ones that's leaving? No. Oh my goodness, Rachel, you have a mess. Let's come back to that one. Let's go on to Granny Apple Green. Yay. Yeah, Going Gray. Christy, just saw your comment. It is a horrible name, Going Gray. Okay, Granny Apple Green. I compared that with the Wild Wasabi, with the, let's see here. You know, I could have had these all ready. I bet some of you were thinking that, but it's crazy how few little color swatches I actually have with me. I had to pull these off of old cards. Did I say that out loud? Yes, a couple cards from years and years and years ago. I had to do that. Not too many. Most of these colors I had on hand. Wild Wasabi, Cucumber Crush. Oh, Lemon Lime Twist was one. Let's pull that out. I have a mess, you guys. This is crazy. Where's my lemon? Oh, here's one. Lemon Lime Twist. And then we had also Pear Pizzazz. There it is. Okay. And I'm going to be looking for that. Which one is it? Peekaboo Peach? Oh, Peach Parfait. Peach Parfait. Where's my Peach Parfait? Okay, so here are the colors that I compared the Granny Apple Green to. And you can see that they're not even close. In fact, this Pear Pizzazz looks almost kind of brownish also in the video. I thought that the video would help a little bit more than the photos, but the Pear Pizzazz is a very brownish green when you compare it to all these other bright colors. So definitely not close. It's not even close to Green Galore or Lemon Lime Twist, which I thought it would be. If we pull those out, you can see it's like not even close. So there's Granny Apple Green. It's a warm green. It's a green that you would see on Granny Smith apples. I'm not even sure if this shade is helping or if it's making it worse. Is that better, you guys, if I keep the shade down? I hope so. I'm going to leave it down for a while. Let me know. Oh, yeah, great idea, Amanda. Zoom out, she said, so we can see the mess. I like that. Is this it? I found it! Yay! Okay, I found it. Here's Peach Parfait. Okay, so here we go. Peach Parfait, Crushed Curry, Pumpkin Pie. So there's our Mango Melody, and you can see it's a lot different than all of those. I did not find a color that it was close to. Here's even Peekaboo Peach, which is a pinker type of peach. It's not even close to the corals. Here's Calypso Coral, much different. So Mango Melody, it's a yellowy orange, but it's not like the dirty kind of crushed curry yellow. So, okay, how many colors do we have left? I think we have 6. Okay, let's do Balmy Blue. Nope, let's do Shaded Spruce next. Shaded Spruce I compared to, let's see if I can find them. Glorious Green. Remember that one? Emerald Envy. Forest Foliage. Tranquil Tide, which I know is around here because it's a departing in color. It's on my table somewhere. What a mess. What a mess. Hang on. Nope, not seeing it there. Okay. Oh, here's Garden Green. Garden Green. Let's see. I think Handsome Hunter and Tranquil Tide are the ones that are missing. Here's Handsome Hunter, and here's Tranquil Tide. There we go. We got them all. We got them all plus an extra that I threw in. So here's Shaded Spruce. Okay. So Tranquil Tide is bluer. Handsome Hunter, definitely dark and more on the blackish, greenish side. Forest Foliage is also dark, but more of a bluer kind of green. So way too dark. Garden Green is a very yellowy green. And then you can see that it's deeper than Emerald Envy and Glorious Green. I found that these two are pretty darn close to each other though. This is a little slightly bluer tone. This is a more of a yellower tone, but Shaded Spruce, it's different, it's unique, it's new. That sounded like a commercial. Petal Pink, you still have Forest Foliage, Karen. I'm impressed. Apricot Peel, yes, that's a great suggestion. Although I just started doing this like about 5 years ago where I was collecting colors. I would have to look for that one. I'm not sure, but my guess, Apricot Peel, I don't have that one at hand. My guess is that Apricot Peel was closer to like the Peekaboo Peach color. I don't remember, but let's do Petal Pink. Petal Pink, we do have a lot of soft pinks that have been introduced to us over the years. Let me see if I can collect up a few of them. Pink Pirouette, Powder Pink, Blushing Bride. Oh, let's see. Pretty in Pink, Blush Blossom, and I think if I can find it, Crisp Cantaloupe. These are the ones that I compared on the blog post. So Crisp Cantaloupe, darker. Blush Blossom, a lot closer, but Blush Blossom's kind of a lighter shade. Petal Pink is a warmer tone. Pretty in Pink, way too pink. Blushing Bride, darker and much bluer of a pink. Pink Pirouette, still on the pinker side. This is more of a corally type of pink. And then Powder Pink, which is close, but still I would say that these two colors are the closest, but still not quite. The Petal Pink is going to be very nice for a truer skin tone, a Caucasian kind of skin tone. I always found that the other ones were just too pinkish. So gotta love it. I'm enjoying the fact that we're gonna have a Petal Pink. Okay, Balmy, see, I want to grab the one that's on top. We're doing Seafoam next. Seafoam. We're going to compare Seafoam with Gable Green. Do you remember that one? Gable Green. Ooh, this is much brighter. This is kind of fluorescent-y. A bluer tone too, right? Soft Seafoam is more of a dustier, drabber, sorry to say, but not to insult it, but it's more of a foamy kind of green. It's like taking pistachio pudding and lightening it. I would say that these two are very close to each other. Boy, you cannot see the colors as true as you can when you have them in person, but pistachio pudding, take it from me, believe me, it is kind of a light version of pistachio pudding. And then of course mint is going to be one of our choices this year again, coming back to us in the core collection. So it's definitely different than that. But that's the one I would compare it to the most, like a lighter version of that. Let's move on to Gorgeous Grape. Okay, Gorgeous Grape, that one right there. And I compared that with, let me grab this one here, Elegant Eggplant, with a color from a long time ago called Lovely Lilac. Do you remember that one? And then of course we'll bring in the Perfect Plum, because these are the purples that are kind of medium tone. Elegant Eggplant is a little bit on the dark side. This one I would say is very close to like a Vikings or a Centaur purple. So for those of you who know me well, this was the color purple that we had for our school colors. And I would say it's pretty darn close to that. So we have kind of a truer purple coming into our collection. Lovely Lilac was a bluer type of purple and much lighter. And then Perfect Plum, obviously dustier, more of a browner color. So Gorgeous Grape, very unique. Okay, and then we have Highland Heather. Now I want to point out that Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape are going to be the perfect combination together. I think that they're going to play well. If you're a purple fan, you are going to love these two together. So Highland Heather on the light side, let's pull out the light colors. Let's bring back, well no, Lovely Lilac, we already decided that was a bluer one, didn't we? So we're going to leave that off. Ooh, here they are. We have Orchid Opulence. We have Sweet Sugar Plum. We have Lavender Lace, Perfect Plum. Oh gosh, let's just bring in these guys too, although they're really far from it. And then let's see, the other one was Wisteria Wonder. One of our, sorry, I'm coming up really close to the camera. There we go. So these are kind of on the light side. Perfect Plum, we're going to just throw that one out right away. You can see it's totally different. This is dustier. This is more of a truer light purple. Kind of like the kind of purple you'd see in flowers, I guess. Lavender Lace is the closest to it. These are more on the pink side, both the Orchid Opulence and the Sweet Sugar Plum. Pale Plum, Mauve Mist, if you recall those are super light, super pinkish. Wisteria Wonder is more of a bluer purple, and then Lavender Lace is the closest to it, but you have to look at them really close together. This one's more of a bluer tone, you know, it tends more to have like the bluish color in that purple, and this one here tends to be warmer or have more red in its purple tone. Okay, so there's that. And the last one is Balmy Blue. Balmy Blue, which actually looks quite good right now as it's sitting on the table. In the photo, oh my gosh, that was a really bad photo. Concord Grapes, sorry Lori, I just saw your comment. Concord Grape, I do not have that one on hand. We should look at that one if I can find a little swatch of it. Concord Grape. Thank you for these comments, you guys. When you put these into the comments, then I can go back and look through my color collection and see if I have them, and maybe add to this post later on so we can have that comparison as well. Thank you. Balmy Blue is the last one. If you bring in colors like, let's see here, Soft Sky and Pool Party, let's grab those really quick. Those are ones that we currently have. You can see they're a lot different. We're taking and removing Soft Sky. We're also removing Marina Mist. And if you look at this, it's kind of an in-between of the two. It's kind of like a, they're bringing in a color that, I don't know, it's a cooler blue. like the Marina Mist, but it's lighter in tone. So those colors, let's see, Pool Party, Soft Sky. Let's bring in Bliss Blue, Brocade Blue, and Baja Breeze. Oh my goodness sakes. Here's Brocade Blue, Baja Breeze, and let's see if I can find, here it is, Bliss Blue. So these are some past colors, and it's not close. This one's bluer in tone, or more purpley, I should say. Not bluer, it's a blue. It's it's more purple in tone. It's more like indigo, I would say, like a true indigo. And then we have Baja Breeze, which is greener. And then we have Bliss Blue, which is a very, very light blue. So Balmy Blue, different than all of them. So exciting, very fun, very, very fun. Just checking my notes, I want to make sure that we cover all of the stuff that I wanted to cover. Let's move to this sheet here. Now you can see the full color collection again, and this is what you're going to be seeing in the new catalog. Reminder that you will want to get a hold of the retiring list of products, and to get that, if you go to my blog, in the post that was the current post, and at the end of each current post for a while, you will be able to access the retiring products list. I'll have this type of banner in all of my blog posts, and when you see that, there will be a click here area, and when you click on it, it will take you to a page that pops up with the retiring information and access to all of those lists. Now those lists there are going to change over time, but the actual lists will not. The things on the list will start to go away. So if you have something that you definitely need to get, you want to be getting it now rather than waiting. So definitely take a look at the list. We have the lists for each catalog in two different forms. There's a PDF list and there's an Excel file type list for each of the current catalogs. So you'll want to download at least one of each of those kinds. And then another way to do it is just to click here, and this will get you to the online store. In the online store, when you are there, you will see the last chance products option at the top, and it's categorized into retiring stamps, retiring bundles, and everything else. If we click on everything else, don't freak out when you see, here I'm going to sort it by price here, sort by price, and then I'm going to scroll here. I want to show you something. Don't freak out when you see all of these reinkers and when you see all of these pads. The pads are being reconfigured, and so they are retiring the actual pad, but not the color in a sense, okay? What else do I need to tell you? Make sure that you're subscribed to my blog so that you get the latest information on all the Stampin' Up! News. And I think that's it. Let me switch over here so I can chat with you. I'm just going to take a peek at any comments that you may have posted. I am so glad that you're listing some extra colors that I may not have with me that I showed today, right? So I'm going to go into my past bins and see if I can find any of these colors that you guys are recommending. If you're a demonstrator, don't worry about your customers. It's really all about how you react to it too. I'm excited for this color change. I think that staying with old colors for a long time is actually detrimental to our crafting. It makes us not as creative. We want things that are trendy and fresh. So I did my sad little, oh, boo-hoo, you know, such and such a color is leaving. And I don't even remember which ones I was sad about when I saw them posted because my sadness is gone now, and I'm excited for the new stuff to come. So you want to make sure that you are also relaying that excitement to your customers, because they're gonna make really fun projects with these new colors. It's all gonna be so fresh and fun and new and exciting. So let's see here, we have prizes, yay. So if you have been commenting and sharing the video and letting me know that you have shared, you are entered into the prize drawing already. I'm going to use my computer program that does a random pick, and we will pick a couple people. Now what I have is leftover fresh products of retiring color stuff. I do not know what that stuff is going to be, but I will contact the 2 winners right after. I was going to search for them, but I had some computer glitches right before, which was why I was 5 minutes late. And so all I found so far is some fresh markers. I have some markers that I know are fresh and new, and I will just give the prize winners choices of what they would like out of my products that have not been touched that are in retiring colors. So I have like the Island Indigo marker, the Tempting Turquoise marker, I have Pink Pirouette, Tangerine Tango, I have Rose Red. But again, I'm going to be searching after I stop this video, after the broadcast, and I'm going to see if there's any other things. So I will just pick 2 winners, and I'll contact those 2 winners privately to let them know what their choices are. They will also get a hand-stamped card, one that I have made, along with their prizes, because I know that that's a big fun thing to get too, is to get those cards that you can use either for ideas or that you can resend to somebody. Okay, so I think that's all that I wanted to share, but I hope that in this super long video you got some great information on that. And again, I'm going to upload it to YouTube and then bring it into the blog post, so you will see it later on today as soon as I get that done. All right, let's switch to the computer and let's pick a winner. I have to refresh my screen here. All right. Oh, I have to sign in again. Look at that. That's how long this video took. Crazy. All right. So as it's scrolling, here we go. We have refreshed the post. We're going to click on the one that we're doing right now. We have 196 comments. We are going to pick a winner. And who is going to win this time? You know what? Next week, by the way, I am going to come back and I'm going to do projects. We're going to do a class again. So who did we have? Nancy Reynolds, you are the first winner. Yay! Congratulations. And let's do another winner. Who do we have for our second winner? We have Teresa Smith-Cates. Teresa Smith-Cates. So I will be contacting Nancy first with her choices, and then I will be contacting Teresa to see what she would like to choose. And I'm going to have choices for both of you gals. So thank you. Thank you guys so much. Again, join me next week. 2 o'clock Wednesday. I promise you I'll go back to the regular time, but I just could not wait till tomorrow to share all of this fun. So I will see you next week for fun crafting classes, and I'll see you later. Thanks all for joining me, and now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.